barn owls Willow and Ghost first met in January. They've been courting ever since. In a nest site I call Barn Owl Tower. I see them allo-preening regularly, which is a great sign. Ghost, the male barn owl, arrives with a mouse and calls Willow into the nest box. He offers her a mouse to prove he can provide for her. This young pair are new to mating and their attempts are not always successful. Ghost thinks this is the perfect spot, but I'm not sure Willow's convinced about Barn Owl Tower. I think she has her heart set on Sycamore stump, which is currently full of kestrel chicks. At this rate, I'm wondering if Willow and Ghost will end up with a brood at all this year. But by mid-June, the final kestrel chick fledges, and Sycamore is empty for the first time in nearly 2 months. I'm thinking this could be their chance. That very same day, Willow goes to scope the place. And Ghost is happy to follow her lead. They seem to like being back in this nest, but it doesn't come without its challenges. Mrs. Kes still thinks of Sycamore as her own, so she's given the barn owls a tough time. And there's more competition. A different barn owl is trying to enter the nest. It's Finn, the male barn owl from down the valley. He's looking for a place to have his second brood. But Willow and Ghost soon see him off. For just over a month, this pair have looked settled in Sycamore stump. Even nest scraping regularly. This is where they dig a shallow depression to accommodate their clutch. But there are still no eggs. In mid-July, the indecisive Willow leaves Sycamore, to Ghost's disbelief. As night falls, she returns to Barn Owl Tower. Ghost follows her again, calling. He makes her to prove he's happy with her choice. And they spend the next 10 days here. Then, to my surprise, at the end of July, Willow enters Sycamore with purpose. And later that day, she lays her first egg. Her choice has been made, but I think she's forgot to tell Ghost. He's back at Barn Owl Tower, blissfully unaware that Willow has laid. Ghost can't understand where she is. After waiting for an hour, he heads out to find her. He hears her at Sycamore, but he's completely unaware that she's sitting on their very first egg. She keeps trying to tell him about the egg, but he just isn't getting the message. That night, Willow relentlessly calls for Ghost. He can't understand why she keeps calling him, and he mates her several times. Eventually, he sits outside the nest, ignoring her completely. 6 hours after it was laid, he delivers some food and finally notices that egg. I don't think he can quite believe it. The next day, Willow leaves briefly to stretch her wings. It's a great opportunity for me to see the egg before she returns to incubate. Normally barn owls lay every 3 days, but it's 5 days before we see the second egg. That night, while she's incubating, Finn is back and tries to enter the nest. Then he's back again for a second attempt. And then a third. Each time Willow sees him off and then returns to her eggs. Three days later, she lays a third egg. And while Willow's out, Ghost pops in and is amazed to see the 3 eggs. But Willow soon returns. Incubating the eggs is solely the role of the female barn owl. On the 7th of August, Willow lays a 4th and final egg, a complete clutch. She's set to incubate these eggs for just over a month, when hopefully new life will emerge. I'm so pleased they have finally chosen a nest site, even though it's almost taken them 8 months. Most barn owl chicks are fledged by now, but this pair's work is just getting started. Next time, watch as the chicks start to hatch. And first-time parents, Willow and Ghost, care for their new youngsters. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more. Here's a taste of what you'll enjoy seeing on this channel.